Déjà vu and jamais vu. Exploring the psychological reasons behind feelings of familiarity or unfamiliarity. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like you've been there before? The feeling is so vivid, almost eerie, like a glitch in the Matrix. Or, on the flip side, have you ever stared at a familiar word so long that it starts to feel strange and alien? These bizarre sensations have names. Déjà vu, the feeling of having experienced something before, and jamais vu, the sense that something familiar has suddenly become unfamiliar. But what's really happening in our minds during these moments of mental déjà vu or jamais vu? Let's explore these peculiar quirks of the brain and dive into the psychological puzzle that they present. Déjà vu, a French term meaning already seen, is that eerie flash of recognition in a place or situation that logically should be new. Imagine walking through a crowded market in a foreign country, yet feeling a split-second sense that you've been there before. Déjà vu is like watching a movie for the first time and knowing exactly what will happen next, even though you haven't. Researchers believe it's a glitch in our brain's memory system, where signals from the present get tangled with old memories, creating an overlap that tricks us into thinking we've experienced it all before. But what causes this momentary confusion? One theory suggests it's the brain's way of cross-referencing sensory information too quickly, leading us to mistake the present for the past. If déjà vu is a brief trip into the past, then jamais vu is the sensation that the present has turned into something unknown. It's like saying a word over and over until it feels like nonsense. Picture yourself at your office desk, typing your name repeatedly, and suddenly, it looks odd, like you've never seen it before. That's jamais vu, meaning never seen, and it often shows up in cases of brain fatigue or distraction. In some instances, it's a sign that your brain is taking a momentary break from recognizing the obvious, throwing off the mental autopilot we rely on. The result? You question what should be second nature. Even though it's rare, jamais vu reveals that our brains are constantly working to keep the familiar, well, familiar. Both déjà vu and jamais vu can make us question reality, if only for a brief, bizarre moment. But what's going on behind the scenes? One popular theory is that déjà vu is linked to memory processes, where our brain mistakenly triggers a familiarity response in the wrong context. Think of it as your brain mistakenly pulling an old photo out of the wrong album, confusing the timeline of your life. On the other hand, jamais vu often arises from fatigue, overuse, or even stress. It's almost like your brain hits a reset button, clearing out recognition pathways just for a second. These quirks show us how delicate and complex our perception truly is, and how easily it can be tricked. Interestingly, for some people, déjà vu is more than just an occasional curiosity. Those with temporal lobe epilepsy often experience déjà vu as a symptom before a seizure. It's as if their brain's memory circuits are overloading, firing off misplaced memories. A famous case in the early 1900s involved a French soldier who described intense, long-lasting episodes of déjà vu before his seizures. This link between déjà vu and epilepsy offers a rare glimpse into how brain misfires can affect memory and consciousness. While most of us experience déjà vu randomly, for some, it's a neurological hint of something much deeper. Please like and subscribe to see more interesting psychological phenomena.